Are you an aspiring entrepreneur struggling to turn ideas into action? Here's the truth about information overload that nobody talks about. Your brain wasn't built for this. You're drowning in business advice, YouTube videos, podcasts, and courses. And the more you consume, the more stuck you become. But here's what's really happening inside your head. Every time you read another article or watch another video, your brain creates what scientists call decision fatigue. It's like a muscle that gets weaker with every choice you force it to make. Think about it. You wake up, check your phone, and see 47 new business tips. Your brain immediately starts comparing them. Which one is right? Which expert should you trust? What if you pick the wrong strategy? But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is what I call the knowledge trap. The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. So you keep searching for that one missing piece, that perfect strategy, that secret sauce. Meanwhile, people with half your knowledge are out there building actual businesses. Here's why this happens. Your brain has two systems. System 1 makes fast decisions. System 2 analyzes everything. When you're overwhelmed with information, System 2 takes over completely. It wants to analyze every option, every risk, every possibility. But here's the thing. Successful entrepreneurs don't know everything. They know enough to take the next step. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you're driving at night. Your headlights only show about 200 feet ahead, but you can drive across the entire country that way. You don't need to see the whole road, just the next 200 feet. Business works the same way. You don't need to see the entire journey, just the next step. But information overload tricks you into thinking you need the whole map before you start driving. And while you're sitting there with your engine running, studying every possible route, other people are already halfway to their destination. The real problem isn't lack of information. It's too much information without a filter. Your brain can't tell the difference between useful information and noise, so it treats everything as equally important. That's why you spend 3 hours reading about social media marketing when you don't even have a product yet. Here's what happens next. You start doubting yourself. Maybe you're not smart enough. Maybe you're missing something obvious. Maybe you should learn just a little bit more before you start. This is your brain protecting you from making mistakes, but it's also protecting you from making progress. The solution isn't to stop learning, it's to learn the right things at the right time. Think of it like building a house. You don't learn about interior design before you pour the foundation. You don't study advanced electrical work before you frame the walls. But that's exactly what most people do with business. They try to learn everything at once. Successful entrepreneurs follow a sequence. They learn what they need for step 1. They take action. Then they learn what they need for step 2. Here's the key difference. They use information as fuel for action, not as a substitute for action. When they read something useful, they implement it immediately. When they watch a video, they take notes and create an action plan. When they take a course, they apply it to their specific situation. Most people do the opposite. They consume information to feel productive without actually being productive. It's like going to the gym and only reading about exercise. You feel like you're making progress, but your muscles aren't getting stronger. Your business muscles work the same way. They only grow through action, not through information. But here's where it gets interesting. The people who break through information overload all have one thing in common. They follow a system. Not just any system, a decision-making system. They have a framework for filtering information. They know what to focus on and what to ignore. They know when to learn and when to act. This isn't about being smarter, it's about being more systematic. Think about successful people you know. They're not necessarily the smartest people in the room, but they're the most decisive. They make decisions quickly and adjust as they go. That's the secret. You don't need perfect information to make good decisions. You need good systems for making decisions with imperfect information. Here's what this looks like in practice. Instead of reading 10 articles about marketing, you pick one strategy and test it for 30 days. Instead of watching 20 videos about business models, you choose one and build it. Instead of trying to learn everything, you learn what you need for your next milestone. This is how you turn information from your enemy into your ally. But most people never make this shift. They stay stuck in learning mode forever. They become professional students instead of actual entrepreneurs. Don't let that be you. The clock is ticking while you're researching. Every day you spend consuming information is a day your competitors spend building their businesses. The market doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Opportunities don't pause while you study them. Right now, someone with less knowledge than you is taking action on the same idea you've been researching for months. Here's the hard truth. Information overload isn't really about information. It's about fear. Fear of making the wrong choice. Fear of failing. Fear of looking stupid. But the biggest risk isn't making a mistake. It's never starting at all. You can recover from a bad decision. You can't recover from no decision. The question isn't whether you'll make mistakes. You will. The question is whether you'll make them while building something or while researching something. Every successful entrepreneur has a graveyard of failed projects behind them, but they also have successful businesses in front of them. The only way to get from where you are to where you want to be is through action. Not perfect action, just action. So here's what you need to do. Stop consuming and start creating. Stop researching and start testing. Stop planning and start building. Pick one thing, the simplest thing. The thing you can start today. And start. Your future self will thank you for taking action today instead of reading another article tomorrow. The information will always be there. The opportunity might not be. What are you going to choose? If you found this helpful and want me to personally help you to transform from an overwhelmed beginner into a confident, successful entrepreneur, you can join my Beginner's Market Entry Decisions Guide below.